Hi, how are you? My name is Saul. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm based in Sydney, but I can serve anyone anywhere in Australia. Today, I'm gonna talk about, 5 signs that you should watch out. Which says you are ready to buy. Okay, you can stop renting. Okay. Of course, you can only stop renting if you save enough and you also have employment. Uh, but then regular job, etc. But then there's also psychological side of things. So today episode, I'm gonna talk about both psychological and um, you know the other part of getting ready. So the signs that tell you that you should stop renting and start buying your first property. Okay, and obviously this is not a financial advice. I love helping out people and telling everyone everything I know. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay. Okay. Um, there's um KPMG, uh, which is one of the biggest accounting firm, and they do research, and they found that usually 50% of renters will be ready to buy in 2 years. Okay, so yeah, so the signs that you should watch out, which say you should stop renting. Okay, first one is you'll be happy to stay in one suburb for the next 3 to 5 years, unless you feel that you're not ready to settle in one property. Okay, because when you buy one, you should stay there at least 3 to 5 years. Okay, and you no longer have the urge to travel, no holiday, holiday work, what do you call, working holiday kind of thing. You don't want to go anymore. Okay, and you are ready to settle in the neighborhood you love. Okay, these are the signs. What else is there? What else you got to be over with? You don't want it anymore. Okay, okay, what I told you before are what you want. Okay, okay, coming up are the things you had enough, you don't want anymore. Okay, first one is you hate that you have to ask landlord if you want to fix anything at your home, to your home. Okay, and the rent is always increasing, and the landlord has access to your property at a moment notice, and you have no control over whether your lease will be renewed, extended, and so ask your parents what made them buy their first property when they bought it. Did they ever regret? Would they have done differently if they were to do it again? Okay, ask yourself, are you planning on starting a family? Okay, these are the positive signs that you want to buy your first home. Okay, do you want to make your home your own? Do you want more stability? Has your income been stable in the past 2 years? Okay, do you have a budget on your living expenses and the bills? If you don't have a budget, you spend too much, then you don't have much income left to do repayment. Okay, are you having trouble paying bills? You shouldn't have trouble paying bills if you want to buy a home. Okay, because you're gonna have a regular home loan repayment coming up. Is your credit file clean? It needs to be clean, otherwise you pay too much in interest rate, not worth it. Do you still have HEX payment? HEX payment reduce your home loan by about 2 times. So if you have HEX 40,000, your loan will be reduced by around 80,000. Okay, and your credit file clean. Okay, do you have any late payment? Do you have any default listed? Okay, or do you look at the property as a long-term investment, or is it a short-term? Okay, Do you pay rent on time every time? And these are the positive signs that say you are ready to buy your first home. Okay, so what I told you is not only if you are financially ready, also emotional sign which say you are ready to buy your first home. Okay, first, you know how we learn to walk when we were young. First one is always important. Okay, if you get the first one right, the rest is smooth. Okay. Okay, so, and of course, when you do the first one, you need a coach. I've I've been there, done the mistake before. I don't want other people to make the same mistake. That's why I'm coaching you. I get paid when you do the loan with me, but then there's a lot of value added things that I do. I don't get paid. Okay, so first one, you always need a coach. Please come to me. You don't pay me, and I do a lot of extra value added things for you, so you can find your best home for your budget. Okay, and you can find the best loan so you pay off quickly. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Okay, if you think this video helpful to your friends, family, relative, please like and share it. I ask you, if you do, and if anyone come to me and do the loan with me, I give you both gifts. Okay, all my contact details are in the post. Thank you very much.